All right, Bobby, I would ask you how you were doing, but it's pretty clear to me you're pretty excited to be here. Talk to me about the emotions coming into this first Bellator fight week, man.
Well, I'm just trying to contain my emotions. I'm just trying to stay calm, cool, and collected. But I am, like, my energy, I hope you can feel it, because it's just like, this is what I worked my whole life for, and it could not have come at a better time. Most people would say 2020 is a terrible year, but for me personally, my martial arts has like improved across the board. My striking, my grappling. I got the opportunity to win a UFC Fight Pass main event, so I'm feeling like I'm coming into my own, and I'm entering my prime.
Yeah, absolutely. And I talk to a lot of newcomers, and they might seem a little nervous or a little off, but you're not really like that. So, I mean, why is that? Do you think it's just the experience that you've had to get here? You've kind of been in those big situations before, where this is only, it's not a huge step up for you. It's just like kind of the next right step.
To be honest, I've never dealt with nerves too poorly. Like, I've just always been excited and ready to compete. I was fortunate enough to grow up with good coaches. So, like, with wrestling and football, I just always was ready for a big atmosphere, like competing with the best. And so I'm just excited, and I don't, it's not nerves. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I can get some stitches. This whole fight camp, I've been saying, let's go get some stitches. I'm going to get punched in the face, and I'm ready to embrace it.
Yeah, and you had that big CFFC title win, which obviously punched your ticket here. But did it catch you off guard at all that this offer would come your way? How did it come about? Kind of walk me through that.
So what happened was I was supposed to make my Bellator debut in February, and I was training hard for it, and I was very ready. And then Shamil Nekayev had some visa issues, so my fight was canceled with 1 week to go. But huge thank you to Bellator. They compensated me for the time I put in. Unfortunately, it was just a one-fight deal. So after that fight kind of fell apart, I was in limbo. I did not know what was going to happen next, and then COVID hit, and there was all the weirdness that was going on in the world. But I just stayed in the gym. I kept training, and then this fight happened. And it's a shiny 4-fight contract, so it's like of course, there's pressure of competing against an undefeated opponent, but there's a little bit less pressure because I know I'm going to get the opportunity 3 more times.
Yeah. And is it a little bit of a relief in a sense, too? I know you're probably focused on all your fights, but now you get to kind of focus all your energy. You're like, hey, I'm getting paid well. This can be my life now, so to speak.
Yeah. It's kind of like we're 0-0 again. Let's go start off 1-0 Thursday night.
Yep. And talk to me about the matchup, Joey Davis. They're not giving you any softballs here, right off the bat. A great wrestler, a guy that they've been promoting for years now. So talk to me. Is this a matchup that you like?
Yes. So Joey Davis, I don't know how many people know who he is, but it's like he was a 4-time national champion D2. That's phenomenal. Most people don't win a national championship, let alone 4 of them. He's one of 3 men to ever go undefeated college wrestling. So just that's huge. What's cool about fighting a guy like this who has been signed with Bellator his entire pro career, he's 7-0 in Bellator. What's cool about that is they have to bring in better talent to fight him. So, like, I'm his 8th Bellator opponent. Like, they had to bring in a better qualified person to fight him. So, like, he's fought some guys where it was, like, favorable matchmaking for him. He fought some guys with not so stellar records, not so stellar careers. But what's cool is I'm making my debut, and it's the feature fight. It's on the main card. The guy fighting after me is a former UFC world champion. So it's just like I'm getting recognized for the years I put in the sport, and it feels good.
Yeah, talk to me about that road a little bit, because you're still young, but I feel like you've been fighting forever, man. You made your debut, I think, was it RFA you made your debut?
Yes, sir. Went 4-0 in RFA, then I fought LFA, and I think I hold the record for most LFA appearances, so it's just like I've always competed in good organizations under the spotlight, like the cage for LFA, for RFA, for CFFC. It's a very professional atmosphere. It's not like I was fighting in some podunk league.
Yep. And so do you think that that's kind of what makes you stand out? A lot of people are going to be introduced to you. This is the first time they're going to see you fight. So what do you kind of bring to this division that's a little different, that people should keep an eye on and separates you from the rest of the pack?
Well, the whole thing that I've always wanted to be is I wanted to be as well-rounded as possible. Like, one of the first influences I ever had with martial arts was GSP. GSP winning via head kick against Matt Hughes. I saw that. So again, he won with a head kick, and it was like, that's beautiful technique. But it was the emotion on his face that caught my eye, that made me go like, wow, that looks like a worthwhile life pursuit. So from day one, I've always wanted to be well-rounded. I wanted to have good striking, good grappling, being able to attack on top, off my back, and just be a complete martial artist. So I've proven myself as a martial artist, and now I get to go be a prize fighter, which has always been the other thing I've wanted to be. Like the other influence early was Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was making so much money where he gets to give to others. So it's like, I've been very selfish with like my time and my energy for these past few years, but it's like now I can start making some big bucks and, hopefully give back to the people that have helped me. Like I called my wrestling coach the other night just to kill some time, just to talking to my high school wrestling coach. I would love to get back into that practice room and help the next generation.
Yeah, so that's something that's really important, kind of your driving factor.
Not every fighter is going to make a good coach, but I have had good influences, and I do hope to be a good coach after my fighting career. Like I'm coaching on the side, and it's a wonderful outlet. Like when I go to some practices, I want to say something. I want to, give my knowledge to others, but it's like, no, let coach do his job. So it's nice to have my own practices every now and then and get to express my passion for the sport. And that's what's gotten me here. It's passion. It's just pure love for it. So it's like, I was a 12-year-old kid asking my dad, can I go do a jiu-jitsu tournament? And he said, no, you don't know what you're doing. And I said, hold on. Let me prove to you that I know what I'm doing. I went to that first jiu-jitsu tournament and I hit a flying armbar in my second match, like a 9-second flying armbar. So just from day one, I've had some natural abilities to like compete, and I cannot wait to transfer that energy into the next generation.
Yeah, and I'm sure your short-term goal, obviously, to go out there and get a win on Thursday, but long-term goals, wearing gold, I'm assuming something that's in your mind. Kind of, how do you get there, do you think? Is there any type of roadmap in your mind of how you get from point A to point B?
Oh, I got to take out Joey Davis, and then I got to call out a big name like MVP or someone. I have no idea, but it's like, there are no easy fights, so why not call out a big name, So I'm kind of an in-betweener. I am not the biggest welterweight. In fact, I would say I'm a small welterweight, and I can make lightweight. So it's there could be some double champ in my future.
Hey, there you go, man. I love it. And last question, when you envision this one in your head, this fight on Thursday playing out, how do you see it going down?
Joey Davis is super confident from all of his wrestling credentials, being 7-0. He's very confident. So what I need to do is I need to punch him in his face and make him back up. Once you start taking some steps backward and then you're running backwards, it's a lot harder to run backwards than it is to run forward. So it's like I need to get that momentum on my side early.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm looking forward to the fight, and good luck. Appreciate the time, Bobby.
Hey, thank you. This was very cool.
Appreciate it.